Students, we are going to discuss here with parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab. Now dielectric, if we are having a parallel plate capacitor and we are introducing here a slab in between these plates. Now this is we can say insulator which has a dielectric material because of direct. Now in dielectric they are not having any free electrons. All the atoms attached with all the electrons are attached with the atoms. So if we are applying an electric field, then what we are getting, we know that if here it is an electric field, there will be charge at the ends, negative charge, here it is positive charge, and they will become a polarized one, means polarization is there. Now because of the polarization, what we are getting? We are getting an electric field inside this slab. That is a dielectric slab. One thing is there. Now another point here it is, they are having some strength. Means if you go on increasing the electric field, they will allow the electric field to increase, but a point will come, one means that will be the maximum electric field, which will detach the electrons of these and it will lose its dielectric properties. Means there will be detachment of electrons, and when there will be detachment of electrons from their parent atom, they will become free, and when they will become free, they will be available for the conductions. So at that time when we are having a maximum electric field up to a certain extent, after that they are losing their properties and they will become a conductor. So that breakdown is known as the dielectric strength. Breakdown means detachment of electrons when a higher electric field is applied, and that is known as dielectric strength. Means simply in simple language we can say a dielectric material which has a property of withstanding an electric field, means in terms of electric potential, and that may be it is in terms of kilovolt per meter. Okay. And another property which they have, the polarization. Now here this polarization causes an electric field inside it in the direction of opposite to the external electric field. Why we are getting external electric field? Because there is a positive charge, and because of this positive charge there will be an electric field. So here you will be having a resultant electric field here that will be given by the relation E is equals to E naught minus Et. Now if we go with the parallel plate capacitor, its capacitance can be given by this relation A upon D. Now here if we take the separation between these two plates as D, D is the separation between these two plates, and this T which we are going to have the thickness of this dielectric slab. T is the thickness of dielectric slab, and A is the area of the plate. So finally we can have a capacitance that we can call it here as C naught, which is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor without introduction of dielectric slab. Now if we are introducing this dielectric slab, what will be the capacitance that we are going to calculate now. Now we also know that just we have discussed about the dielectric strength, which has a unit kilovolt per meter, means electric field that we know has a relationship with the electric potential in terms of potential gradient. Now if we want to know the electric potential here, we are assuming the electric potential here is V, and in terms of this, if we go through it, E is the electric field, E is the electric field multiplied with D minus T, E naught say. E naught is the electric field, okay, and D minus T, we have taken this is D and T is this, means the electric potential because of only the separation, that is D minus T. And another point which we are having here is the electric field which we are taking E inside this multiplied with the thickness T. So we have got a relationship between electric potential and electric field outside this with multiplied by D minus T, and another relation which we have E into T. Okay. Now here we also know that the electric field will have relation E is equal to E naught upon kappa. Kappa is the dielectric or relative permittivity of the dielectric slab which we have introduced here. So here we have relation E naught, that is D minus T, E naught upon kappa into T, which is equals to E. Now V upon epsilon E naught, which is equals to D minus T plus T upon kappa, which we can take it like this. Now if you go with the polarization, here we have polarization, and that polarization is equal to charge density, polarization charge density, sigma P, which is equals to polarization density. And we also know that the electric field because of this will be given by sigma P upon epsilon naught, and we also know that sigma P will be equals to Q upon epsilon naught into A. So we can substitute it here. We are having a relation V is equals to Q epsilon naught, just V upon E naught. So E naught means we are having sigma P epsilon naught into A, and this will be equals to D minus T, T upon kappa. Sigma P which we have substituted means we have to write Q only. Q is the charge over here. So here what we are having, V upon Q, means if we go with the Q upon V, I am writing it here, so it will become epsilon naught A upon D minus T plus T upon kappa. This relationship which we are getting it here. Now if we go with the Q upon V, that is equals to capacitance C. So capacitance, because of the introduction of dielectric substance which we are getting it here, D minus T plus T upon kappa. This is the relationship which we are getting it for the dielectric slab. When we are introducing this dielectric slab, it is creating a polarization inside it, and because of the polarization there will be an electric field, and that electric field will be opposite to this electric field, external electric field, so there will be a net electric field E that we have got it here. And after that, if we go through the electric potential with the relationship with the potential gradient with the electric field, so what we are getting a capacitance in terms of epsilon naught A upon D minus T of T plus T upon kappa. Kappa, that is the relative permittivity. Now, this is the relationship which we have got. Now, what will be the effect of this? That we can easily understood it with, if I am taking this, if this slab is having a thickness equal to the separation, okay, means what we are getting here, it is C epsilon naught into A, D minus T means D minus D plus D upon kappa. So it is going to be D minus D, that is 0, epsilon naught kappa A upon D. We can write kappa relative permittivity, or we can write also epsilon R also relative permittivity. So here what we are getting here, C is equal to epsilon naught kappa A upon D. Now the parallel plate capacitor which we are having this relationship, and if we introduce dielectric slip, we are getting this relationship. Now if we compare this, what we are getting? We are getting this kappa times epsilon naught A upon D, which is equals to kappa naught times C naught. Means if we are introducing a dielectric slab between the parallel plate capacitor, its capacitance is increasing by kappa times. Suppose for an example, if a relative permittivity or dielectric, that is kappa, is having some value, say 100, so capacitance will be increased by 100 times. Okay, so this way, by introducing the dielectric slab, using the dielectric property of our insulators between this parallel plate capacitor, what we are getting there is an increment of the capacitance. Okay, so here what we have got this relationship, and introduction of this is helping to increase the capacitance. Okay, now just we have gone through the parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab. Now we are introducing a conducting slab. Conducting slab of the same thickness T. T is the thickness and D is the separation. Now we already know that C naught, which is equals to epsilon naught A upon D. Now what will happen? If we go through this, there will be inside electric field is going to be 0. Means electric field will exist only in the vacuum outside this conducting slab, because we know that when electric field is applied over here, there will be electric potential inside it which will be equal to the external electric field. Means the electric field introduced by this conducting slab is in the direction opposite to the this, and ultimately what we are going to have, this is electric field is going to be 0 inside the conducting slab. So electric field will exist only in the vacuum. Okay, now electric field will exist only in vacuum, means the electric potential which we are going to have here, it is in relation with E D minus T. Now electric field which we are getting, that will be given by sigma upon epsilon naught, and we know that sigma is equal to the charge upon the area. Okay, So here, if we substitute it here, what we are going to have, V is equal to, instead of this, what we are getting, sigma electric field this Q epsilon naught into A D minus T. Okay. Now see here what we are getting here, it is epsilon naught into A upon D minus T, which is equals to Q upon V. Okay. Now Q upon V, we know that Q is equals to C into V capacitance. When conducting slave is introduced, this capacitance C, when the conducting slave introduced, and C naught is the capacitance when parallel plate capacitor were there, means there is no conducting slave inside this. So here we are getting this C is equal to epsilon naught into A upon D minus T. This is the relationship which we are getting. Means if we are introducing a conducting slave inside it, what we are going to have? Of thickness T, it is going to reduce the capacitance. Okay. Now if we go with this, if I am taking this relation over here, epsilon naught into A B multiplying I am with D into this D minus T, what I am going to have, that we will be see here, C is equal to epsilon naught into A upon D upon D minus T. Now epsilon naught into A upon D, which is equals to this, so D minus dt into capacitance. Suppose if we are having a conducting slave D which is equal to T, what is going to happen? This is D equal to T, T minus T, that is 0.